All right, hello. I am. This is a weird video for this channel. Um, because so recently I met up with a few of the folks from DOU. One of whom being Wincent. This will be I was told I had to say when to introduce yourself, so this will be the
Hello
time.
there.
Yep. Uh, cool. Yes.
I
So
I I am Vincent, and I worked on DLU, and most recently this.
So we turned up, and Wincent had come and had prepared a ton of, like, properly printed out everything, a ton of cards for the Lego. I've never actually checked. The T in TCG stands for trading, is it?
Yes.
Okay, I wasn't certain because, like, I don't know. I do D&D, so TTRPG. I was wondering, did the T stand for tabletop? But it's normally just T. Anyway, yes. So at any rate, and after we had an absolute ton of fun playing that, like, throughout that trip, Wincent, with an absolute baller maneuver, decided, oh yeah, I'll just make a full web app for it. So, as the advertisement for this is genuinely, I have had so much fun playing this game. Um, it, this is not sponsored. I've not been paid a single cent for this. Um, if you
I don't have a dime to give you.
yeah, this was yeah. But seriously, check it out. It is at how do you how do you pronounce Nejlika? I don't know.
tcg.nejlika.org.
And you
I'm very
can
sorry, it's a Swedish word.
Nejlika. Yeah. And you can see that. Well, you've said it before. I just totally forgot how to pronounce it. That's on me. But yes, you can see the URL top of my screen there. Definitely check it out. Absolutely, this is this is absurdly cool. I'm I would do like an introductory thing about, like, explaining the rules, etc. But genuinely, I think we established every single time we played, it's better just to see the game played, and we'll explain the rules as we go along, I think.
Yeah.
And you will also observe me being very bad at this game, but I enjoy it nonetheless. So, and Winston puts up with never having a challenge, so you know what. Um, yeah, cool. Do you
We
want
will
to?
see. But you can create the game.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess good demonstration. So, oh, there are bots. Okay, okay, this is cool. Winston has added stuff since last I checked. Yep, cool. And okay, so just to demonstrate, yeah, there's the make private button, so I could get the code and I could send that to Winston if I wanted to do a private game. Now it makes absolutely no difference. Two players in a game, although you can have extra people in there spectating, which again, really cool. So I'm going to go select a deck. You can. For, okay, yeah. For the sake of doing things, I'm not gonna. Relatively quickly, I'm not going to worry about building a deck. I'm going to do the same deck I play in essentially everything. I'm really bad at it. But I'm going that this became a meme over the course of this whole trip, that I continuously just try to get wins with the Venture League deck. I have played like probably 10, 15 games with Venture League. I have won a single one when my opponent drew a ton of bad cards at the start. But uh, this will
And
hopefully
I am
demonstrate.
going to play the assembly deck.
Nice. So yeah, you said Winston, all of the cards which are, like, available on there are now up and running, right? They now work.
Yes, with
Aside
one
from
notable
Yeah,
exception.
aside from the notable exception, which is my NPC card, which is I get played. I have an effect. Well, I can only be played out of bounds. Which, for anyone who's watched this channel for any length of time, uh, yeah, you'll know why. Okay, so game starts off by you have the opportunity to mulligan cards. So I essentially re-roll cards in your starting hand. I'm going to keep this card. Oh, yes. So there's text is sometimes a little bit blurry if you've got actions associated with a card. But you can always, by clicking on the card, you always see, like, the proper version of the card. So I'm going to keep this because this tends to be quite a useful card. I will maybe discuss that more if and when I actually play it. But then yes, I'm going to these other two cards will be actually, I was going to say very hard for me to play. They'd actually, for a couple of reasons, be impossible for me to play right at the start. I won't say what those reasons are because that will tell Wincent. Actually, I can because I've mulliganed them, so they're not in my hands anymore. So I had two constructs, and to play constructs, you
Yeah.
need to have a card, a minifigure card, which can build them. And I didn't have any of those in the deck, and I currently can't play any. So yeah, cool. So you draw one card at the start of every turn. You'll see we'll get some world cards down the side of the screen in a bit. But yeah, currently I can't actually play anything. So we're gonna go through. If I played a minifigure, I could have maybe attacked Wincent, but I can't do that. The first player can't attack at the start of their turn. And yes, so the game is we each have 20 health. We get a certain amount of imagination per turn to spend on things. The aim is to just get rid of your opponent's 20 health. However, aside from certain notable exceptions, you cannot damage your opponent if they have cards played on the field in front of them. You have to get rid of all those cards first. There are certain exceptions to this, but we'll discuss them as and when they appear. Yes, sorry, I've absolutely ranted. Wincent, is there anything like you
No.
want to say? Because I'm just speedrunning the
So
intro.
now we'll get some cards in play here, and I'm going to start by using Crocs Prime,
One of my favourite
and
cards in the whole game.
immediately on top of that, I'm gonna play Gnarled Forest.
Which actually is
And
a
do you,
decent card for
do you want to
mentioning.
give an explanation of what world cards
Yeah.
are?
So world cards basically. At the start of your turn, you'll start with a certain amount of imagination. So you can see currently Wincent has 3 imagination, and world cards determine for both players how much imagination you start with at the beginning of your turn. And this imagination, it's not like it's not that you get 3 imagination per turn and you can kind of build that up across multiple turns. It is just you have 3 imagination per turn and you can spend that on things. When you play a world card, you'll have 2 choices. You can choose to either play a world card and draw another card, or you can choose to play a world card and gain 1 imagination. This does lead to the absolutely broken strategy of filling your deck with the maximum possible number of world cards and a ton of really high imagination cards, and just spamming world cards as essentially an absurd amount of card draw until you just have like 7 imagination cards left. It's But yeah, so that's the basics of how world cards work. So Wincent played 2 world
Yeah.
cards and chose to draw 1 imagination with each, meaning that he then had 3 imagination to spend on Rusty Steel.
And Rusty Steel is going to be mean enough to attack you.
Nice. And so, yep, I get hit for 1 damage. So yes, damage. Following LU rules, almost everything will deal 3 damage aside from certain 3 has a damage combo with 3 things aside from certain Venture League cards, obviously, because Wincent was true to form in how they worked, which will deal 4 damage in a row. But basically, the idea is you can see the 2 is currently highlighted, which means the next time Rusty Steel attacks, he'll deal 2 damage to, in this case, me, but in principle to whoever to whatever card he chooses. And then yes, I was concerned about this. Rusty Steel, playing Bulper. So at the end of your turn, you have the construction phase, whereby your minifigures can construct per turn 1 construct which has an imagination cost less than the minifigure you're constructing it with. I guess just less than the minifigure that has the most imagination. That then can't immediately attack because there are different phases and you can't attack during the construction phase. However, annoyingly, Wincent played Rusty Steel, which is now buffing that Bulper, and so that Bulper's now going to deal 2 damage to me per hit. So I would like to get rid of that. I can't. I guess. I still can't. Yeah, so sure, we'll go. Draw phase. Ooh. No, that would be dumb. I should not do. So I'm known for spending these games doing dumb things that I think sound fun in the moment, and then regretting them immediately afterwards. So let's. I will try and do 1 game that doesn't make anyone watching this feel like they've wasted Wasted a ton of time. I kind of want to sell this at least moderately. Yes, so I'm going to. Okay, so this is. I've gotten quite lucky with my card draw, as Wincent will tell you in a second, because
Oh.
I got Black-Hearted Kevin, who is kind of the key to the Venture League deck. Although, I don't want to. Do I play Kevin's Cannon this round? So, I can now draw from my deck a construct. So, and I'm going to pick Kevin's Cannon. This is the very much the synergy that the Venture League deck centers around. My computer always absolutely whirs when I... Wait a second, I realise I should be checking. Oh, okay, cool. This is a rare occurrence where I'm recording something and I'm actually, like, 24 FPS. That's wild. I never record anything and have it go well. Okay, cool. So I want that. So Kevin's construct... Black-Hearted Kevin, when I play him, lets me eyes one card from the deck. I think I'm also going to... I'm going to get some card draw going. So I want card draw. So I'm also going to get this. Okay, cool. That's nice. So you can see there what that does. And cool. Yes, then I don't think I want to... Because I'm going to get hit next turn for 4 damage, so actually it would be a bad idea for me to play Kevin's Cannon. Unless I take out the Bulper this turn. And we do have...
Kevin's Cannon is going to allow you to deal some damage.
Yeah, so I'm debating, do I risk it? Because I could get Kevin's Cannon with a wild card, Swabby the Monkey, Tiki Torch, something like that, which would deal 1 damage. But, well, I guess as I promised... Oh, wait, no. It will always let me deal 1 damage. So if I attack with Black-Hearted Kevin... Yeah. Okay, cool. So then, yes, I will... I think this is Wincent's way of subtly telling me, no, Ninja, don't make a stupid play. Especially not when you're meant to be demonstrating my game to people. So let's go. Yeah, you can double click in like arguably the best quality of life feature for this. You can double click to play a card. And that is not a great card for me to... You can see my Maelstrom, right? You know what's been sent there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I should explain the Maelstrom. So certain cards will send something to the Maelstrom. Maelstrom is essentially cards which have died. So I'm about to send this Bulper to the Maelstrom. I should not have... And this is why watching me play is going to be a really, really stupid, stupid experience. Why? Yeah. I don't think things through before I do them. I should have... I was going to deal 6 damage with that Buccaneer. I should have dealt it to Rusty Steel to get rid of him, because that would get rid of the buff. The Bulk would then have done 1 damage to me next turn. But you're watching me play this game. So I apologize.
Do you want to give a talk through what Kevin's Cannon does?
Yes, sorry, that's a very good point. So Kevin's Cannon, the kind of central feature to the Venture League deck, basically... once per turn, yeah, you can see the text here. Once per turn, you send the top card of your universe to the Maelstrom, and you deal damage equal to that card's imagination cost, which in the case of the Buccaneer was 6 imagination, so a lot of damage. I can deal that to any card I choose. Currently, I can also deal it to face. I can just subtract it from Winston's health, despite the fact that we have Rusty Steel there. We've been debating a little bit whether or not that's a bit overpowered. Oddly enough, despite the fact that I always lose and always complain about how underpowered the Venture League deck is, I kind of think it'll be... That was not what I wanted to see. Oh no. Oh no.
Unfortunately, I can't get rid of the cannon this turn.
Yeah, okay. Alright.
Next turn.
So... Alright. Let's go draw phase. Oh, okay, this is now... Well, I really wish I'd used Kevin's Cannon before drawing that. Anyway, let's... Well, okay, I can use Kevin's Cannon, so I'm going to use that now, see what I get for my damage. 2 damage, okay, that's perfect. So, yep, so I sent Hidden Treasure to my Maelstrom, and then that let me play Kevin's Cannon, deals 2 damage to that, so I can then use... do I even want to do that? I think... No, I don't think I will, actually. Let's drop, then... oh, yes, I need to go on to main phase. Cool, so I will then... Wait a second. Oh, yes, sorry. Kevin's Cannon can now attack for 0 damage. Allow me to do that. I always make a point of attacking with Kevin's Cannon, just so, got to feel useful. Then build Captain Jackknife. And yes, what does... Captain Jackknife is the reorder ones, right? I clicked on it without actually looking.
Yeah, so
Cool.
yeah, so you click them in the order now that you want to put them back.
Yep, and that is from
So
bottom to top.
so the last card so the last card you click is the one that's gonna be on top.
Cool. So I don't hate this. I was thinking that isn't like the main use case for it. Or I could do this if I. I mean, to be fair, okay. Let's go on instinct. My instinct's never good, but we'll go on instinct nonetheless. And then, cool, we'll attack with Captain Jackknife. I'm then out of imagination to do anything else. So, proceed to construction, where I will... So, same thing with construct. So I was able to build Kevin's Cannon previously because I had Black-Hearted Kevin who had 3 imagination, so enough to build it, and I now have more than enough to build the Tiki Torch. So I'll do that here, and I'm spreading them out a little bit, just in case. I don't know if the assembly deck has air support, but if the assembly deck does have air support, Actually, to be fair, I'd probably prefer you hit Captain Jackknife than Kevin's Cannon, so actually, once again, probably not the best decision, but in principle, by putting it over to the side, I'm avoiding damage being dealt to Captain Jackknife, unless Wincent wants to sacrifice a bit of extra damage on this spread of air support.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Put you there. And that is 2 damage plus 2 damage. We'll get rid of that.
Yep. Understandable. Have a nice day. I do not blame you.
And
so this is the classic thing
my turn.
In fighting the Venture League deck is the most dangerous thing in the deck is Kevin's Cannon, arguably. And you kind of just want to get rid of Kevin's Cannon as soon as possible. So
yeah,
had one Crux Prime played. Let's do decently for imagination. I could. Let's do that. Oh, yeah. Okay. So wait a second. So yeah. Okay. So this is a good opportunity to explain fleeting imagination, which is basically. At the start of your turn, gain 1 fleeting imagination. That is imagination which lasts for that 1 turn. So there are... Yes, so for instance, the Nexus Tower card, when you play a minifigure, you gain 1 fleeting imagination, but you only gain that imagination for that turn. So Tiki Torch, however, at the start of my turn, I gain 1 fleeting imagination. That's at the start of every turn. So that's... it's a nice thing to have. It's certainly... Especially as you get into the late game, it's not very useful because you tend to have more than enough imagination for anything you want to do. However, yes, so that's the reason I'm up at 7 imagination. So, okay, let's draw cards. Do I... No, I certainly don't want to do that now. Okay, cool. Yep, so I will... First off, I will... wait, I had a plan for this. Oh, yes. Yeah, okay, cool. So... These are the kind of bad decisions you watch Ninja Ryu gameplay for.
Sharks.
So I'm gonna, yeah, Shark's the summon just because that had a lot of health and was scary, and that is the way my brain works. And then I will actually
Very valid.
won't do much more than that. I will just smack. I will just smack there with jackknife, I think. So, and then 0 damage with the Tiki Torch. However, there is a card, the Pirate Organ, which does it let. Is it Venture League cards or is it Venture League minifigures it buffs? I don't remember.
I think it's eventually minifigures.
Shame. Okay. Because there are certain.
That would be a reasonable buff.
But yeah, because certainly in the. Do you have shield generators in assembly?
Maybe one.
Because
Because assembly has block, which does the same thing.
So the reason I mention this is because there's the card Shield Generator, which is a construct which has 0/0/0 damage, if I recall correctly, right?
Yeah.
But you can, in principle, if you have Rusty Steel, you can buff that Shield Generator to instead deal 1/1/1 damage. Yeah, all right. Should have. Okay, it's fine though. All right. Head to draw phase, and yeah, I just want to be putting. I just want to be putting some damage down on the field, I think, or some things down on the field. And Toby Squid Barrel's a fun one. So we're going with cannot be attacked, can still be hit by air support. But again, it's probably not. You can tell I've been made paranoid by previous rounds of this game. But I think it's probably not a terrible idea for me to start playing more world cards, because a big thing in the assembly deck is it's a lot of constructs. So like more constructs than minifigures, so I probably have more minifigures, etc. in my deck. So I wonder if I don't benefit more from that. Wincent's probably behind the screen thinking, no, it's a stupid move, but however,
go for it.
Let's and oh yeah, I should have known exactly which cards I was going to draw here because I looked at them previously. Oh, okay. This is going to do a little bit of synergy. Do I want to do this? Yes, I do. Okay, so I'm going to build Betty, who's going to send a card to my Maelstrom, which I believe I then send back to the top of my deck. So I could go for any of these. Honestly, at the moment, this is not the Venture League way, but I'm actually going for this, I think. And then because of that, because we have Forbidden Valley up, I now get to draw a card from my. Oh, okay, that's funny. I hadn't thought about how that interaction would work. Oh, and it gets shuffled back in anyway. Okay, that's funny. I miss it. This is yet another instance of me being an idiot whilst playing this, but well. Then I will build this little goober. Cool, and we'll then start doing some attacks. So 3 damage here. I'm gonna get rid of the fan. That buffs other stuff, but then we also have, at the same time, get rid of Rusty Steel, which is quite good, especially if you're playing with I mean, I'm sure Wincent will get other minifigures, but it can be quite nice when you're playing against a construct deck to try and get rid of their minifigures, and just prevent them ever having minifigures coming out, because then it doesn't matter how many constructs you have in your hand, you can't play them unless you have minifigures. And at this point, let's Construction phase. I got very, very lucky on some card draw, Wincent.
No.
Kevin's
Oh,
cannon. Black-hearted Kevin being shot out of Kevin's cannon. You
yeah.
love to see it. Um,
Lovely.
cool. And then plays past turn. This. So we were in a very similar position to this in a previous game. But Wincent had Vander Darkflame as a card, and Vander Darkflame is a special thing where she does 3/3/3, but if she overkills any one of your cards, she can just move on to the next. She can keep attacking until she doesn't overkill a card. And so this
Yeah.
can be wiped very quickly sometimes. I'm wondering if this. Okay, let's see what we get with Kevin's.
You shot, when was it?
Yep. Also, the mental imagery of this is
Nice.
always fun. I forget I'm giving you card draw as well. Need to remember that. But that's all right. And then I'm just going to attack face. In retrospect, I probably actually doesn't make much difference, does it? Okay, cool. We just start laying into Wincent, and this is where honestly the UI improvements, Wincent was like, there have been some changes to the UI. Do you want to run over at the start of the game? Do you want to go over those changes? Because things are different from when you last played. And I was kind of like, I'm sure it'll be fine if I don't do that. And no, this was a good decision, because these changes of double clicking to select an attack have made things so much better. And initially I wasn't using them, and it is now so nice to get to use them. Honestly, quality of life changes have been incredible. Absolutely great.
Can you guess what's in my hand from what I just did?
Well, I'm somehow imagining you've got 4 constructs.
That's precisely what I have.
Yeah, this is the classic downside to these decks. So this might be a weird turn for me. Oh no.
Oh, GG.
This is one of the rare occurrences. So almost never. So I just shot a black hole at Wincent. Now you almost always want to use black hole rather than shooting it out of Kevin's cannon. Aside from when there are no other cards, at which point you always want to. That is so unlucky on Wincent's part. I want you to know though, Wincent, I did draw Cannon Shark right after that. So that would have been the card otherwise. I think
nice.
this let's finish things up here. So alright, can I actually deal enough to kill you here? Not with these, but that's fine. I think I can.
You're 1 damage short.
Yeah, but I think I can deal that extra damage. So let's get some attacks going. I attacked with Kevin's cannon just because autopilot.
Yeah.
Did I just? Oh wait, this might be in my internet moment. Oh no. No, okay, I just didn't double click. Cool. And then I don't think I've ever done this before, but Blastum is destroy a card that can include my cards.
I see what you're doing.
Can I?
You can destroy one of your own.
Yep.
Minifigures.
However, if I did that with Blastum, I wouldn't be able to kill you.
Oh.
Because I wouldn't have enough imagination to play my damaging cards.
Yeah.
However, I can airstrike myself.
Friendly fire.
This is an absolutely wild. I mean, I feel there's no other way for eventually deck to win them with some absurd jankiness. Okay. I want everyone watching this to know that you shouldn't play eventually. It's normally quite bad. Winston got really unlucky. This is my second win though. I'm absolutely taking it.
You just proved yourself wrong.
I just, yeah, if you're playing against a deck with constructs in, destroy their minifigures. That's the apparently
Yeah.
that works. But yes, I'm going to yeah, gonna end this here. I'm genuinely really interested in doing more stuff on this in future. So yeah, hopefully more videos like this at some point. Wincent, thank you very, very much, A, for making this, B, for turning up, and like talking through stuff with me. Genuinely so much fun. It's just it's really easy to forget sometimes, especially like now that when development isn't happening like in the same way it was, where we had like a huge focus on like everyone working on like a universe projects. It's really, really easy to forget just how good some of these people are at programming the fandom. This can go from an idea which Winston's just made this card game and it's really well balanced and really fun to play, but to just, oh yeah, there's now a full website for it. Also, on this, yeah, it's just like, it's very, very, very impressive, and it's yeah, it's a great reminder of, oh yeah, like all of the developers were just like really talented people, and I'm not going to give Winston a chance to reply to this because he'll say something self-deprecating and that will ruin the moment. So like, yeah, seriously, thank you very, very much. I guess, yeah, I guess I will give you a chance to say bye. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here.
Thanks for coming along.
Yeah, thank you very much for watching, and check this out. Play with friends. It's great. Bye.